Alright, welcome back guys to another video for Rainbow Six Extraction. Again, I am setting up another invite to anyone that wants to join in for the next couple hours. I know one guy has been trying to jump in. He said he was a little late last time around, but I didn't really match up for times. So again, I'm really mostly free on all these days, or almost every single day. So anyone that wants to jump into a game, either that be like a Modern Warfare, Rainbow Six Extraction, or anything like that, if you're starting out or not. Uh, I'll go over tips and tricks, all that kind of stuff. Try to jump back into games with people or get them to where they're pretty comfortable playing it and being really good at it. And it's a really early on phase here, get real good at it really quickly. So I want to go over something real quick though for you guys. So for you guys that love cosmetics, this game does have a ton of really cool skins. And to be honest with you, for as few as they actually have right now, they are already, most of them are better than the Rainbow Six Siege or the normal game skins on here. So all these are essentially free. You unlock them really early on. So obviously you have the default one, the Aegean. It's just a blue kind of color. You have this weird looking white, this Cubist, the white and grayish kind of color, Deep Space, Dot Matrix, and these are kind of like the common ones, as I'll kind of go through and show you. And you also have Bloodsucker, where it kind of gets a little bit better. And this is just a rare, so it actually looks really slick right here. Digitized, where it's like black and green at the end. This is actually one of my favorites to run with Fuse, because I have a certain cosmetic set for him. The Oath of Excellence, so this one is actually one of my favorites. It has like a weird looking like rock color at the end with blue. That kind of is lit up on some of the guns as well. Retina, this one, I don't really know too well. I don't really like the color palette, but that's just me. Roasted Gunmetal, this one's actually really cool. It has some interesting colors, especially for a lot of these guns. With just for Alibi right here. Rotten Steel, I don't really like this one too much. It just kind of looks weird. Stealthy Intruders, this one's also really clean. Zeroed. And Blue Hole, these are like unlocked ones where you'd actually complete missions over time. Laser Beam, this one I actually got for Ubisoft rewards or Ubisoft Connect. So technically this one's free if you guys want to get it. And React Terminus, this one is through the current Crisis event. It's a limited time deal, so if you do want this skin, you would actually have to play the limited time event, or I think it's going to be gone forever. So I was lucky enough to go ahead and get that. And then this is where you get to the very last epic one, or at least for the one I have right now. And this is Vaporize, where you have a real bright glowing white color. It actually looks really good in game too. And for Alibi, there is like boss fights in this game where you fight aliens that mimic or specific characters in the game. I think one of the newer ones now is where you get to fight a mimic of Vigil. And I can go over that if I can actually find a mission where it actually gives me that chance to fight them. But after that, you also have Winter Slush, which you can unlock during the Alaska missions, and that's really later on. So this gun takes a while to grind, or the gun camo takes a little while to grind to, but it's actually really worth getting. It looks good on every single gun. This is just the one I'm showcasing, obviously. Coming in hot, this is also one of the guns or one of the skins that you can unlock, and it's also in the legendary area. It glows at the end for a hot kind of color and a white stock and back end, so that looks good on every single gun too. Shadow Blue, it's kind of like the first couple. Hydro Drip, this is the one that is unlocked through Ubisoft Connect. Caustic, Outbreak, and then these are all, as you can see, unlocked with the Frontal Assault, Study, and Truth or Consequences region. So that's the last region that I need to go to, so I haven't unlocked any of these yet, but all of these are unlockable. And you can go to the Caution Risk, all this kind of stuff, and Milestone 31, those are just overall levels that can go up over time. Spillover Crisis to unlock. So this is from the Spillover Crisis event. Unfortunately, you can't get it. It is locked. And you can complete the Shock Treatment Study and Spillover Crisis to unlock it. So it will showcase the actual gun skin, but you're not able to unlock this one, unfortunately. Personally, I don't think I really missed out on a whole lot. It doesn't really look the best for me anyway, so I don't think I really care too much on it. And then you get down to all the weapons where you're able to actually buy them, and this will be shown for the RC next to it. And you can go down. They actually have a pretty good amount of bundles that look really good too, so if you guys actually want to spend money on the game, then you can. But aside from that, that's really about it. Uh, it's just a really cool kind of like cosmetic. The guns have really good cosmetics already right off the rip of this game. And if you guys want to go for like some of the best looks in the game, I think Alibi may be the best person for every single kind of look. I'm using one of the uniforms right now called Polar Vortex, and you unlock this really early on, either in the New York um, starting area for new beginners and stuff where you're learning how to play the game, or the San Francisco area, which is kind of for moderate kind of players where you get a real challenge jumping into it, but still kind of meant for new beginners trying to use their actual newfound skills for that. And you also go into other stuff. And for headgear, I'm using a unlockable uh, headgear for this, and this is not the Polar Vortex. You can use the Polar Vortex. This is what it looks like. It looks pretty cool looking, but I kind of like this one. It's a status symbol. It shows like a little weird like octopi or squid that she has going on for a normal symbol or icon that she would have in normal Rainbow Six Siege, and I kind of applied it to the set here or the uniform, and I think it goes really well together. We have this. You have the Noxodemus. This is the one with the actual current event that you get to have. The Archean Alibi. She also has a Archean boss that you can fight that has her, and it makes holograms and stuff of itself. And you can also do the Maelstrom, or the Maelstrom, however the heck you pronounce it. I think it's called Maelstrom. Um, it's essentially this game's version of Ranked, so you can complete this, and you can get over to Bronze class. That's Bronze for normal Ranked, and you also have the Silver class, Gold class, which is actually one of my favorites, I think. These are through Truth or Consequences, Milestone level 28. Desert Snake, this is from the Spillover Crisis. I can't really get that anymore. And the Maelstrom Platinum class, which looks like this, which looks really nice. A couple of bundles here. And then you also have Maelstrom Diamond class, which you'll have this really cool bright purple kind of color, and this will go for the uniform too, I think. And then you also have her Prestige uniform. So this is her Prestige set. So every single operator can be leveled up to 10 levels each. For the first 10 levels, they get new unlocks for either weapons and skills, and overall stat increases like health and or armor, I guess, and speed to it. And eventually, when you hit that, you'll get to level 10. You won't be unlocking anything else, but you will be able to have a prestige system. So you'll be able to level up like level 10, going up to level 10 prestige 1, level 10 prestige 2 kind of deal. Or you go up 10 levels, I think, for prestige 1, 10 levels again for prestige 2. I haven't really hit a prestige yet on these, so I'm not entirely sure how that works out just yet. But they all have a really cool looking set, but I think Alibi has one of the best. You get this really cool looking headgear, and this is also her uniform that comes along with that. Let me go down to it. So it's also a Storm Chaser. It kind of goes well with it. It kind of looks like her normal one, but just a little bit brighter in some areas. Yeah, so that's kind of like what you get right here. This is kind of the uniform if you fight the boss. It says kill 3 Alibi clones in less than 5 seconds, so they actually have challenges for that. They didn't have that originally. But yeah, so it's a really cool one. So she might be the best when it comes to cosmetics to go for. Or you can go with a Tachanka. I kind of mix the headgear for the current Crisis event, the Nightmare Fog kind of headset or headgear to the Polar Vortex set here, and this will give me this really cool looking color. Personally, I think it makes them look like the baddest operator around, so it looks really cool. And this is also Fuse, which is actually one of the sets that I just bought, but he looks pretty cool in that. He looks like a dang Terminator. But this is what I mean, like, this is just one of the bundles I want to show off. It looks really good on one of these operators. And, yeah, so the art team is having a blast with this game, while Rainbow Six Siege isn't really getting a whole lot of good weapon and guns on there, unless you're going to, like, Pro League stuff. Even then, those are kind of weird. But yeah, again, if you guys want to jump over into a game with me or anything like that and try to learn this game, I'll show you everything I know and how to get good at the game really quickly and find some hidden mechanics that the game does not tell you about. And it will definitely help you out in the long run when you're doing like solo challenges and stuff like that, or going along with other friends or randoms. But aside from that, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one.